going to do a botanical illustration. This is basically all the materials that are needed for botanical illustration. It's pretty simple. And what we have currently is our studio set up with our subject and our materials down on the table, and a pencil sharpener off to the side. This is a natural light so that we can get the proper lighting on our subject. And the important part is color matching the colored pencils. This is the red, which is the basic color for all of the petals, our medium tone, and then we have a darker tone, which I'm currently using a purple violet. This is going to do all of our shading on the red parts of the tulips. And our highlights will be done with two different pinks, although they're called the same, from Prismacolor, and one's slightly darker than the other. Usually I'll choose 3 or 4 pencils for each area, and you can see the whole group of them together. Now we're going to color match the stem and leaves, and you can see that they're kind of a yellowy green color. That has to do with the heavy light that we have on these flowers. And so here's the whole group of them, from a darker green to the light yellow for the highlights. The hard part of botanical illustration is coloring and showing us what a white flower would look like. So we're going to use the white pencil, but not very much, of course. For our shadows, the important part is to match a color that's within the flowers themselves. Shadows are never actually black or gray. And so I'm using the same dark purple that I'm going to use for the shadows of the red part of the petals. With luck, all of these colors will give us the proper color of the flower. One of the things that delineates botanical illustration from any other type of drawing is the really sharp look to the detail. So you have to do a lot of studying of the flower and the plant. We want to make sure that we get all the striations in the leaves. We want to make sure that we get the colors in the right places and where the color changes and how the color changes. And you can see the little red lines that go into the white part of the flower petal. Every plant has basic geometric shapes to them. Tulip flowers are kind of bulb-shaped or cup-shaped. So I'm going to draw a couple of little cups here. I've also measured these plants so that I'm drawing to the exact size of the flower. Another really important part of botanical illustration. Now we're going to sketch in the leaves and making sure that we have them pretty much the same place. And as you notice, I'm not erasing any lines as of yet. We'll get to that part in a little while. It's really important to do this carefully and with as much detail and proportions as you possibly can. So now that the general sketch is sketched in there, then we're going to refine it a little bit and draw in all of the petals of both of the flowers. And again, as you can see, I'm not erasing any lines yet. And then we go through and do that with both flowers, and we refine the positions of the leaves until we have our preliminary sketch completed. It looks a little messy, but it'll be cleaned up. So we finish this by cleaning up all the lines, making them nice and straight, well, curvy straight, and erasing everything that we don't need. The first step to adding color is to very lightly erase the parts of the line that you're going to use each time. And I divide my pictures up by sections. So I'm currently doing the stem section and putting in the original green first, and then the highlight yellow, and then the shadow green, which is the olive green color. when I go to the petals, I do basically the same thing. I punch in the medium red color and then add the darker colors, the darker purple in my shadows and the highlight pinks in the highlighted areas. And keeping the fact that the light on this flower is pretty strong because of the way we have it set up. And I keep doing that from section to section until the flower is done. And so now we're going to show a series of photos of each of the sections as I've completed them. And as I complete one section, I go back to the ones that have already been done and refine those. And there's the final.